So we're going to clap again. You're going to step away from your stand. And I mean, seriously, you have to practice your bows. I never take it for granted that even my grad students, let me see your bows. Make sure that they have the training somewhere along the line. Okay? And so when you bow, I like to have my head come down versus. I just think it looks more natural. Okay? Okay? So you're going to play, but you're just going to pretend to play the last ba 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 ba. Here we go. It's important. Okay, even though this is informal and it's a master class, it's still treated like a performance. So very nice. Okay, so I enjoyed your performance. I felt like until the very end, K, was when I first felt like you're like, oh man, I'm almost done, yeah, and I can have fun now.
That was the last page.
Yes, that's the last
okay.
Nailed it. And until then, he was thinking about being expressive, but it wasn't authentic. You weren't really having fun, but you were trying to pretend you were having fun. Okay? So you don't win the major roles doing that. You got to actually convince us you're having fun, which means get that fun. And I felt it all the way until K, and then you actually started having fun. I thought, he realizes it's almost over, and now he's relaxed enough to have fun. And that's exactly what's happening. You can't fool us if we're paying attention. If our heart is open when we listen to you, we can tell if we're connecting. Now, if I got my heart shut down, I'm not going to notice. But sometimes the audience might have their heart shut down, but you can open it just by opening ears up. All right? Okay, so I want you to play the beginning for again, because the front nose of what you're doing is very nice. Very nice. A couple of little things you need to clean up, but, nothing major. So I want you to go back to the beginning now, and I want you to share the fun that you're expressing through the music. That's your job right now, is to express the joy. And this is a different kind of fun than Fuzzy Bird. It's not quirky, but it is fun. Ba, 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 ba. That's what it is. Go. Still in this head. Can you feel that? You're thinking about having fun. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. So before we even play, we're going to make sure we set our energy and we're projecting it out before we even start. Have you ever noticed when a professional comes on stage, you feel their energy before they even play a note? Have you noticed that? They walk out on stage and they're confident and they're feeling good. We're going to have a good time. And you know this is going to be upbeat before you play. All right? So can you walk out, go over there. All right. Come on out with confident and you're just in a happy mood. That was a little goofy, but it was. Because they knew something fun was going to come out, right? That was a lot better than walking on I'm nervous. Because if you're feeling nervous, they're going to feel it. So you cannot allow yourself to feel nervous. Right? That's our job. So, and I struggled with this for years, stage fright, for sure. All of us, most all of us have. And sometimes the more sensitive the musician, the more they struggle with it. Because I'm very aware of the audience's energy. And that, when I was younger, it could really negatively affect me. I'm fine at home. And what I realized is if I came out on stage without sending out the energy that I wanted, I took in all of their energy. Good or bad. And it was just like overload, and it was weird. So, but if I'm backstage and I'm feeling a little nervous and I start really pumping the joy up and feeling the love and then sending the love out, that's a different emotion than nerves. So my adrenaline heightens back, and I can use my adrenaline. That's what I meant earlier. So if we play. I'm just having fun. Okay? Now, you may not want to, that rather go too far with the joy than not enough. And that's where I record myself and say, was it enough? Was it too much? Was it just right? I always record myself because I always tweak my artistry from what I hear and what I feel. Okay? So do it again. Let us feel how much fun. So maybe you need to imagine something in your life that makes you feel excited, that you want to share with your best friend who's in the audience, and do it through the notes instead of words. Okay, if he is trying to do it, I don't feel it. And part of the reason I don't feel it is we talked about this earlier. He's pushing the energy down. Are you aware of that? Ba, 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 ba. He can be thinking all the joy he wants, but if he's doing that, we're not going to feel it. Ba, 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 ba. Those accented notes need to go up instead of down for us to feel lifted energy. It will help you feel lifted energy too. It's better. We want to avoid doing an accordion now. We don't want to, because that's a different character. Again, it's all appropriate. It's just maybe not what we want to say now. But it started out good. Ba, ba. There's two notes. Ba, ba. Hey, two notes. Better. Good, no play. They're hugely different. And it's not like you went home and practiced for hours. So it's the same for all of us. You need to make sure you're in the right place before you get started. Energetically, mood-wise, whatever. Whatever helps you to get in that mood. Whatever you were thinking about that made you feel joyful to share to your friend. I don't need to know what it was because I'm going to translate it into, oh, now I feel joyful. And maybe it'll make me picture different things. It doesn't matter. The soul still feels joy. Right? All right, so now let's go over to, so that record yourself and make sure you're transmitting what you want to transmit. When we get over to D, it's a little bit different mood now, all right? Let me hear you play. So what do you want me to feel? And then I'll tell you what I feel. And hopefully they match. I mean, if he's, that's the goal.
Progress.
You wanted me to feel progress.
Working towards something.
Is that an emotion? So I'm happy. Progress is happy. Okay, good. Is it more lyrical happy, more floating? Or we're still, now we're just kind of floating with it.
Oh, I feel floating.
I think we're floating with it, but we're still feeling good though, right? I don't think I would play because it gets a little hokey if you do that. So let's play longer phrases. Now, tell me in this first measure what the melody is. There's an embellishment here. What actually is the melody?
Triplet.
Triplet is the embellishment. What is it embellishing? Those three notes embellish one note. What is the one note? So what pitch are they embellishing?
C.
A C. So if we turn that triplet C, B, C into 1/8 note C, could you play the melody for me? Yeah, but there's 2 8 notes though, right? You only gave me one. Because the one before it is an 8 note too. Da, 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 dee, oh.
Okay.
That's very simple, happy flowing melody. 1, 2, 3. phrase to make sense. And we want to say what we want to say. Try it again.
Gotta actually help.
Good. Now, what is the larger skeleton melody now? If you look at the first two measures, what are they?
The C, the D, the G, the A.
Yes, but not in that order, but yeah. The A would come before the G, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so would you play that melody for me as long notes? It's not on the page. C, B, A, G, right? Yeah, that's what he's embellishing. Didn't that make so much more sense? So it is really important to not only just know and see what the skeleton of the phrase is, but to actually play it. So that I know how I would use my air, how would I phrase it if that's all there was. And you play from your ear that time instead of your eyes. And that made you be able to go into your soul instead of and get out of your head. Yeah, because when we're playing from our eyes, we are always in our head. All right, good stuff. Anything else? I think that the rest of it now is just going home and applying that to everything. But bravo, very, very